right, your left, is clean and it has a good appearance to it because it knows what it's supposed to do. Because when you clean nylon, it knows, it has a memory, and it comes back to a much better looking floor than that blended piece or olefin or poly or whatever you might do. And I've been doing this about 30 years, and Leslie will testify. I try to control the situation as much as possible. And if a homeowner would come to me that had his own rental property or something and he wanted to buy the one of the polys, I would tell him no. And I'd tell him the reason why, because if he's got to spend $1,000 for that one and $1,150 for the one on this side, he's going to end up spending more money for the $1,000 one trying to get him to keep it clean. And he can't do it. So if you have a tenant and all you're thinking about is cheap carpets, you'll end up spending more money with the cheap carpets, because when they move out, he'll get it kind of nice, but not nice enough to live on. And with a more expensive carpet on this side, the nylon piece, he can get it clean, and you'll probably get maybe 3 tenants out of the same amount of carpet. So figure $3,000 versus $1,150. You don't have to be a math wizard to figure that out. So my thing would be nylon all the way, in every way possible. So, you know, it's 10–15% difference probably for comparables. So you're talking $1,000 bucks at $1,150. It's worth the $150 to spend it for a better product. So, if you have anything to add to that as far as cleaning goes,
no,
you're the expert in that.
My experience in cleaning a nylon carpet will always appear better. I think it's appearance more than a cleaning ability.
Right.
What it looks like.
And it comes back and stands up, and it will, and especially in hallways and things. Now, a lot of people that we deal with, we do hard surfaces everywhere but bedrooms. I think we were just talking about that a while ago. Is if you can afford it, tile, hardwood floors, laminates, things like that in main traffic areas, and then bedroom carpets for bedrooms only. Because if you happen to have one bedroom that was trashed by a kid or something like that, you only have to replace one thing versus trying to tie them all together. And I'm going to turn it over to questions now, since she's holding her hand up.
How is that Berber carpet for wear and for cleaning?
It wears great, but it's ugly. I mean, it's looped, and especially if you buy an olefin Berber, you got to buy a nylon Berber.
Nylon Berber?
Yeah, because olefin, if you ever feel an olefin carpet, it has a wet feel to it. And it's like holds the soil in much longer.
But a nylon Berber?
A nylon Berber, you can get it clean.
Yeah.
And it will look good, like it, you know.
And it wears good?
Yes. The problem with nylon or any type of Berbers is snagging.
Yeah.
So don't pull it.
Right.
Cut it. Because if you pull it, then you have a runner.
Isn't that the same, or is it with the Berber, that if they've got pets, their nails hook into the Berber?
Well, the old popcorn Berber, which you don't see much anymore, the big puffy Berbers. Today it's pretty tight. It's more like sisal looking Berbers. Very tight feel, and it's hard to dig those out. But the old, looks like popcorn.
You're saying don't cut it.
No, do cut it.
Do cut it. Do cut it.
Or call us and we'll cut it. I mean, along the edges you'll see people like, you know, just where that phrase where it meets the tile, where it's Z-barred or whatever you might be using. You know, I've had people, well, I pulled on that. Well, sorry.
Vacuum it.
But yeah, and check your vacuum cleaner. That's another thing. I've been to seminars on vacuum cleaners and cleaning seminars and things like this. And most vacuum cleaners that people own don't even work properly. They make noise and they think they're doing something, but they have to have, you know, you use beater bars on some carpets and you don't use them on others. If you have a wool carpet, which you won't have too many wool carpets in a rental, you don't use a beater bar on it because it will all fray and fuzz, and that $100 a yard you spend will not be very nice.
Is there a brand of carpet out there that you think is really better for rentals than something else, or a style?
No, just a good semi-tight. I mean, you're talking dollars here. You're not talking. I mean, I got to say, Leslie uses a nice carpet. She upgrades all of her houses into a nicer look. And a lot of times I run into this, and you get what you pay for, basically. I mean, if you can afford to, if your houses are in that neighborhood of a little higher rental, putting in a Stainmaster carpet or something like that, he'll be able to get them clean. I mean, I won't be able to replace them as often, which is okay, but you know, he'll be able to clean them, and you'll get, you know, a couple more tenants out of it.
We like concrete.
Concrete's good. It cracks. One thing about concrete is guaranteed to crack.
We don't care.
And termites and bugs and things like that. So you have your drawbacks with concrete too. I've covered a lot of concrete floors up that were stained because people hated them. You're going to ask me something,
Yeah, I was wondering if padding helps
Yes.
extend the life at all, or if it's just a comfort thing.
No. We only use one pad company, but for 31 years we've only used one pad company. That's Carpenter. They're the best. And we've had people try to give us pad to try it out, and we tried it, but we use a rebonded pad, which is environmentally, you know, eco-friendly, green, and all that stuff. But Carpenter is uniform, and you don't have the lumps and bumps and glue stuck together where you'll be walking on a thing. Now, what's underneath that? What's a big glob of pad? So they're a much better pad company. But yeah, we try to use. You'll see pads out there that foam rubber pads you can read a paper through, but we use a rebonded, you know, pad that has some weight to it. You know, 4 pound and up. You know, depends on what you want to put into it. Most of ours are in the 6 pound category. You can go up to 8, or then it feels like concrete. It's too hard. People want that foot feel. It's not too soft and not too hard. So yeah, pads. Buy better pad, and you'll be fine. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
Just a reminder on behalf of our vendors, the affiliates, over on the side table, there are business cards and brochures and things like that. Please feel free to pick up information. Our vendors, affiliates, they do support us, and they are of a big help to us. Also, the other thing we have here is I hired a NARPM manager. We do sell these. You can put them on your signs. They don't fit all our signs. We have found putting them in the window of the house works. If I've got a window that'll show it. So I'm not having to deal with that. They are 1 for $10, 3 for $20, and 10 for $60. So if you do want some, I have brought some. Feel free, let me know. And these are a way to market that you are a step above someone else in your professionalism and what you are doing. So, moving on. Committee reports. The raffle, did you explain the raffle?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, again.
One more time, anybody?
Yeah, anybody wants to buy a ticket again, the way we're working the 50-50 raffle is half of it's going to go to the...
You're a friend, boy.
That's the grand prize. Sorry. So yeah, so the way it's going to work this time, the Silverado Plumbing was so kind, we have 5 gift certificates for Zona for $25 a piece. So we're going to raffle those off today. And then the regular 50-50 raffle, half of that is going to go to the winner of the drawing, and then the other half is going to be the winner of the best storyteller that we're going to have here in a moment. So it'll be by applause, so you know you'll want to root for your favorite one, and so that's how we're going to have handle the drawing today. So a lot of opportunity to win here. If anybody wants some more tickets at the last minute, let me know, and that's the deal.
Okay, jump up, get tickets. Anybody wants any? Okay. Next, Colleen will do the code of ethics for us. Yes.
For the last several meetings, we've been covering the Code of Ethics and Standards for Professionalism for the National Association of Residential Property Managers. And we just have a few articles left, and that would cover all 12 of them. Article 9 talks about relations with competitors. The property manager shall refrain from criticizing competitors or their business practices. In the event of a controversy between property managers with different firms, the property managers shall submit the dispute to arbitration rather than litigate the matter. Article 10 talks about price fixing. The property manager shall not engage in the improper acts of price fixing, antitrust, or anti-competition with other property managers. Unless the property manager is purchasing another management company, fees, commissions, and compensations shall not be discussed with other property managers. The property managers shall always seek to avoid the appearance of impropriety in these matters. The property manager's fees, commissions, and compensations shall be determined by the manager or the property manager's broker based upon, but not limited to, expertise, experience, and the cost of service and expense. Article 11 addresses the duty to remain educated. The property manager shall strive to be informed about relevant matters affecting the property management field on a local, state, and national level. The property manager shall maintain their real estate licenses by meeting continuing education requirements as set out by the state in which they work. And then the final article, improving the profession. The property manager shall strive to improve the property management profession by sharing with others their lessons or experience for the benefit of all. And that's perfect for this NARPM chapter that we have. I think we all do that. We share experiences and help each other. And once again, I want to mention what Deborah brought up. Every member needs to take the ethics course by the end of this year. And so anybody that's a member has to take it. It can be done online, or we can try to maybe get an instructor for Tucson. Yeah, to try to get an instructor to give the course. But if you don't take it by December 31st, I understand you can't become a member next year.
We'll confirm that. The memo
Yeah.
I had says if you've been a member with NARPM for 5 years.
Which, well, it's between 08 and 2011. So I think that's, does not, it is not, no, that is different. That's a different ethics course. So we'll get some more clarification on that, but I think we all need to take that class before December 31st.
The ethics class you're talking about, is it a property management ethics class?
Okay, NARPM ethics.
Oh, okay.
NARPM, not for.
Not for a real estate agent?
No, that's a different ethics.
Where do you take that class at online? NARPM? Can you take it through NARPM?
Yeah, it's through NARPM. You
Okay.
can take it online through NARPM, or we're going to try to get an instructor to come to Tucson.
All right.
Tucson that can give it, which would satisfy our requirements.
Okay.
That's just for the, not for the affiliate.
Not for the affiliates. It's only for the professional.
Don't have to be ethical.
No. Yeah, really.
You don't expect that of our.
But having said that, with NARPM, they have got the new website, which you ought to look at. It is wonderful. One of the big things I know that we've had in the board meetings is our local website. In the last meeting that I just had for our Southwest region, big discussion was local websites and the problems everybody's having. They are going to target that. They are hoping in the next 3 weeks it is fixed. Because we just all kind of ranted and raved and carried on about that. So what I heard a little while ago from somebody was, gosh, we are, remember the word, boring?
Serious.
Serious. We're getting ready to change that. Give us a few minutes to set up. We are going to have our round panel discussion of several of our members about what happens on those move out. Where it goes wrong when you least expect it. We really want you guys to get involved. We want you to share stories and be part of it. So just give us a few minutes. We're going to get set up. We're going to get everybody going, and we're going to liven this up a little bit.
I'm going to talk while he's getting ready, if that's okay.
Yes, it's Steve's. Okay. It's all yours.
All right, I just want to, because we're running out of time. Okay, so I got 5 till 1. We finish up at 1:30. Is that right? Okay, so let's. I'll talk, Richard, and introduce everything. If you want to. Okay, so yeah, you guys are in for a bit of a treat today, I hope. Today is going to be a panel about move-outs and